Nice background.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
I gotta have a subliminal marketing. I can be anywhere in my messy house now. It all looks clean. So number one, I applaud you for being the most consistent in combatives classes. If you can think back to when we first announced we're going to have Zoom classes for jiu-jitsu, recall what thoughts you might have had?
Well, my first thought was, yeah, finally I can continue learning again. Well, I was skeptical because without a partner, it seems quite hard. But in the end, it wasn't actually. I mean, some lessons are harder than others, and some are more difficult because you have to learn more steps for a move and so. But I think the key to those lessons is that you watch the videos online before, so that you have the concept in mind and the basics, and then exploiting this in the online lessons. I think that's very helpful. And yeah.
What challenges, if any, on the first couple of Zoom sessions did you come away feeling?
I think most of the challenges were technical. So because I wanted to do it with my laptop. However, somehow my camera broke on the laptop, and at the moment it's quite hard to order a new one online because they're all sold out. So
Yeah.
I'm working with my tablet where the screen is lower, and I cannot put it somewhere stable. So
got it. Yeah.
so that's a bit I think that's the main issue of it.
The biggest frustration.
Yeah. So beside that, I find it quite good actually, especially since, I mean, you mentioned this already in the lessons that we're doing more micro drills, which is really good because there's more time. And I mean, one thing was in the first week, I was basically the only one who was attending. I had it was almost like a private lesson, which was quite cool.
Do you find that over time that it also becomes easier, more enjoyable as well? And
yes, definitely. So, I mean, I realized that the first week was just exploring and testing how this concept works and so. But over time, I don't know how long we are doing this already, 3 or 4 weeks. But I think after the first week, it definitely improved. I not just like the micro drills, I also like the scenarios that you introduced. So how to combine those things that we learned and why we are using them, that's very helpful. And I mean, one thing that is also, or a skill that I think I improved because of this online lessons, is this visualization. So you have to focus much more and visualize much more on the move, because you do not have any training partner or counterpart where you can apply some force. You always have to imagine things, and that's quite hard at the beginning, but the longer you're doing it, the better it gets. And I think the moment we're allowed to go back to the mats, I can't be sure I can't be completely sure, but I think I definitely improved, and I'm definitely more comfortable in applying those moves then.
You know, this format has also enabled us to increase our capacity, right? Increase our mental capacity in a way that normally we wouldn't do it, even though it'd be good for us. No one would do this because it's just so much work, right? It's so much mental work, and especially if you know within days you're going to be with someone, it's like, you know, it's almost easier just to, you know, so much, like I think it can be exhausting to use that much brain power. But once our brain gets used to the load, then we're literally increasing our capacity, right? We're increasing the size of our brain muscle, what it can handle, which, like, that's exciting, isn't it? That, you know, it's the same way we increase our muscle capacity or our lung capacity by using it. Being forced to use our brain in such a way, I'm just hoping that, well, I'm assuming I'm coming out of this, more capacity for jiu-jitsu, but a better brain capacity in general to apply to other areas of my life, right? To all areas of my life. So obviously, you should do a research paper on that or something. That's what you do, right? Neuro stuff.
Yeah, that's what I do, but I do not work with humans, so maybe in the future.
There you go. Let the rats come to Zoom classes. We get tested.
Even if we weren't in that situation, I mean, the lessons in the gym are very useful and helpful and important, that you have a training partner and you try it with another person, all these things. But if you, at least in my opinion, if you want to progress and improve yourself, you have to practice the moves alone and at home. It's like if you're, I don't know, if you're learning an instrument, you will go to the class and have a teacher,
come home,
but you have to practice. So, and these Zoom lessons are perfect for that, I
think. Built-in practice, yeah, that's good. I like that. Henner said one of the recent Zoom lessons, he was talking about, you know, if we can't do the move by ourselves, what is it that makes us believe that we're actually doing it correctly with someone else? That's interesting, isn't it? If we can't even do it by ourselves, why is it that another person actually should make it more difficult? They're in our way, right? Yeah. Now, some moves we actually do use their body to move, so that's a different thing. But the encouragement for them, in addition to everything else you mentioned.
Well, at first I would say give it a try. I was also skeptical at the beginning, but it's worth it. So you practice a lot, and you really have to focus and use your brain, as we mentioned already. So it's definitely worth it.
And you've been getting a lot of credit on your cards. Actually, gonna go pull your card.
Of course, yeah.
I want to show. You haven't even seen your card, but I've been marking it each time.
Oh, is it mine?
This is yours. So you zoom that black to see. I don't usually use black Sharpie. Usually I have the colored Sharpies.
Yeah.
So that black Sharpie shows about when you start Zoom classes. Mm-hmm. You can see, I think you started around here, punch block 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the first lesson.
Punch block 5. So it is 1, 2, and 3. You see it's consistent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 classes. Well, thank you for staying the journey with us during this time. It's a challenging time, and we appreciate your flexibility and adapting and understanding our position as well. And just want to make sure we recognize that it's a challenging situation for everyone. So thank you for that. And anything else you want to add today, Thomas?
No, I'm glad that you're offering those Zoom classes, and I'm still trying to continue until we are allowed to go back to the gym.